Yeah, we are here.
I don't know how much I'm pouring. I can't see it. I'm just counting. I'm just gonna count. I think I counted too much.
One.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah, you can't put it back. That's against protocol, right?
Has the show started?
The show has started.
Hooray! Welcome.
And so you're having a good time. You're
not gonna do the intro?
What do we do?
Welcome to Brain Rock. I'm Jason Axe.
And I'm Kevin Grant.
And this is the show where we just fuck shit up.
Sure.
I mean, or was that too much?
You came in a little hot.
Okay. What would be a good way to scale that back?
Scale it back. Okay.
Scale
let's reset.
I don't know how you do this every week.
It's a skill. I've developed it over the 5 years we've been doing this fucking show.
It has not been 5 years.
It seems like it.
Lie.
So I will say something along the lines of, welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
Yeah, I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the podcast that, is very self-aware, very self-conscious.
You want to know something? That, holy shit. You just blew my fucking mind.
Well, I do that.
I had another epiphany. I had it again today, but it started maybe like a week or two ago. I feel like I am too self-aware.
You're too self-aware?
Yeah.
So, like, you took the blue pill instead of... Well, what pill was it?
I don't know. I think it was...
The red pill?
No, I didn't vote for Trump, so...
Why is it blue and red? That's odd.
Everything is blue and red.
I mean, that's
everything
fair.
has always been blue and red.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah. But either way, whichever. No, I feel like I am too self-aware.
Patrick, what's the color of the pill? Look it up.
I thought that this was the show that airs. What?
I don't know. So you're too self-aware.
I'm too self-aware.
So what have you become aware of?
Just my existence, and because you know how you see those assholes,
every day,
every day, and they just do shit, and you're like, they don't realize that they're an asshole.
Correct. They live in their bubble.
Or like they're just willing to go all out and just do whatever.
Very me first.
We're just like super over the top, and you're like, I don't know if they are aware of what they're doing. Like they live in their own bubble, they live in their own world. I feel like I am the exact opposite.
Really?
I'm like, I do not live in my own world.
You live in the real world.
I live in a world that doesn't belong to me.
Sidebar. If you could live in any world, what world would you want to live in?
I don't know if I can answer that question. Like, what are the parameters here? Are there rules? Like, do I have limitations?
Well, you're not. This isn't fucking Aladdin. You're not the goddamn genie.
But that's what I'm asking, man.
Well, no, like fucking. If you wanted to live in the Star Wars universe,
What would your answer be?
If I could live in any universe, what would it be?
Right.
That's a good one.
See, you can't answer it. But anyways, yeah, I felt like...
The Legend of Zelda.
Fuck that game.
You don't know.
What do you mean I don't know?
You've never played it.
Oh, that reminds me. We have to make an announcement.
Yeah.
Which we never actually formally discussed the hard plans for.
Just go ahead. And we'll figure it out.
We'll do it at the end of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, because I figured at that time we'll think about it subconsciously.
No, we won't.
And then hopefully we'll
It'll be gone by the end of the show.
Like telepathily we'll like have a connection.
A plan?
A plan, yeah.
Okay.
We'll use our
We'll conjure the spirits.
Sure.
And the spirits.
I'll blow the whistle he uses.
Whoa, this is a family show.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
I'm too self-aware.
So you want to dumb yourself down?
I sometimes wonder if I wasn't as aware of my own existence, if I would, I don't know, enjoy life more, be more interested. Okay.
You don't enjoy life at all.
I like to think that I do.
But you don't.
Do I?
Not here, anyway.
Oh.
You're always a miserable fuck here.
That's why we got the booze.
That's right. So, you're too self-aware.
Too self-aware.
I've recently become a little bit more self-aware.
Really?
And that's going to lead into our story.
Oh,
here.
the story.
So yes, Patrick, I was going to do this on the other thing, but we're doing something else. So, it is what it is.
To be fair, I thought it was tomorrow today.
Sure.
I thought today was Thursday.
Did you?
The 4-day work week last week completely
really fucked you, didn't it?
Oh my God, hard.
Yeah.
Like, because I get paid on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, we got our pay stubs yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And all day today, I'm checking my bank account, and I'm like, why do I not have money pending? Why is there no...
Who
why
took
is there
my
no
money?
statement? I'm like, do I need to call a motherfucker
Do I gotta
up?
choke a bitch?
Do I need to? I don't know if it would be... No. But do I need to have a stern talking with? And then Christy informed me today that it was Wednesday.
It was Wednesday.
So I
So
wouldn't
did you think
see
that
it
you,
until...
So did you think that you already did this show?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you forgot about me is what you're trying to say. I see how it is.
I see. I dug myself a hole there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
So
But
anyway.
you had a story. You can get that dumb shit.
Yeah.
I didn't mean dumb. I meant, just,
okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'm sure it's great.
Yeah, it's going to be
It's going
great.
to be fantastic.
So, weeks ago, I told the story of my troubles finding a doctor.
Yes, you were having issues.
I was having I wasn't having issues.
You weren't having issues, but you were having
issues getting a doctor.
issues getting a doctor.
Correct.
Right.
So in just 2 weeks?
Has it been 2 weeks? I thought no, because
No.
a week off.
In 2 weeks.
Oh, in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, I
In
will
2
hit
weeks.
the magical number. I will say goodbye to my 20s.
Oh shit.
I will tiptoe that line into the 30s, and I thought, well,
Isn't 30 like the new 25?
I don't know. I've never been there. It's a strange foreign place. The 30s.
Yeah.
Patrick, what's it like?
Oh.
Please tell me. So anyway, I was like, you know what? I haven't had a physical since I played football in junior high school.
You played football?
Goddamn right I did.
Oh man.
I got out because of the politics.
Oh. Okay.
True story, actually.
I got out because I didn't want to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got out because I was on the second string. I got like 4 sacks on the season.
Yeah.
And recovered a fumble, and then nobody knew who I was not even on the team.
I went through 4 practices and I was just like, fuck this shit.
You're asking me, my life is lame, son. Well, Patrick, those are your words. I like you, so can't be that bad, right?
Could be worse.
Could be.
It could
be worse. That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I thought to myself, gee, I should probably get some shit checked and your blood drawn and the whole fucking shebang.
Top to bottom.
Check
the oil.
Yeah, so we went through the on the previous podcast, we went through the whole ordeal about how you had to like pre-register and then fill out a packet and then we'll call you, you don't call us.
You don't call them.
Kind of thing.
Yep.
So like we went through the whole rigmarole and I eventually got an appointment. So
Okay.
last Friday was my appointment. Mm-hmm. And so I go in there, and first off, the place wasn't where I thought it was going to be.
Oh, that's always fun.
It could be worse. Yeah, it could.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yeah, see this? Half full.
This is very empty. I need a refill on life.
Told you you're negative.
But I'm getting so positive. Look at that.
Look at that positive.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000.
I don't think that's how they do it.
That's totally how they do it.
Sure. So
I worked at a bar once.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Bar backed.
That seems like a adult film pose.
Gonna leave it at that.
Okay. So where was I?
You went to the wrong place.
So yeah, I went to the wrong place.
Yeah.
I thought the place was one place, and then
somewhere else.
And then because they're like it's an office 108, and I'm like great. So I go into the place where I think it is,
Right.
And I see like 1B, and I'm like, okay, well that's not even kind of
got a couple hundred to go.
And this building's not that big.
Yeah.
At least the first floor isn't. Because I assume that they name it by the floor and the 100s, 200s. You know, the typical whatever the fuck.
Sure.
So I go to the other place where I'm like, okay, let me pull up Google Maps, right?
Right.
So I pull up Google Maps and it says you're 16 minutes away. And I'm like, what the
You're
fuck?
nowhere close to where you
This
need to
isn't
be.
even remotely where I thought it would be. So I'm like, fuck, it's already my appointment time. Right? So I like jump in the car, follow the GPS. It takes me literally in a complete circle back to just down the street a little further.
Wow.
It was fucked.
Okay.
I could have been there in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Even less than.
You probably could have walked.
Probably. But I had to go down like 4 side streets.
Uh-huh.
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I get to the place where I'm supposed to be. And I walk up and I say my name. And, they say, like, have your ID and your insurance card and all that shit. And I go, I'm here. And here's my stuff. And she goes, oh, your appointment was for 9. And I go, yeah. She goes, you're late. And I go, you don't say.
No kidding.
Yeah. I said, I got a little lost.
Yeah.
First time here. Don't hold it against me, please.
Because usually they charge you for that.
Right.
Yeah.
They usually do. So I was just like, I know where it is now, whatever.
Yeah.
So they're like, fine. And then they do the height and weight. Then when they get me in, after waiting for like 10 minutes, they get the height and weight. They put me in a room. And they're like, okay, well, the doctor will be in to see you in a minute.
Okay.
Kind of thing. And I'm like, great. And then the nurse leaves. And then like 5 minutes later, the nurse pops in. And she goes, oh, for new patients, you need to be in a gown. And I'm like, oh, here we go.
Got to check the oil.
Right. So I'm like, and she's just like, you can leave the underwear on. And I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
But, you can disrobe or whatever the case may be. So I put the thing on. The thing doesn't fit. Like, I got like a child. It's like I couldn't. And plus, how the fuck are you ever supposed to tie the gimmick in the back?
I mean, it's just meant to be breezy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it was more like a Snuggie than anything. And I think that's probably where they got the idea now that I think about it.
Could be.
They probably stayed at the hospital and was like, damn, I wish this was a blanket.
Yeah. How about that?
Geniuses. Anyway, so the doctor comes in and he introduces himself and he's like, okay, so you're...
Where are we at in life?
Yeah, basically like...
Kind of what they get at.
Tell me about yourself. Tell me, we'll go check some stuff and that kind of sort of thing. So like, he did the eyes, the ears, the nose, the throat kind of thing, and I'm like, all right, I wasn't concerned. About those. They didn't do the knee reflex test, which I thought was weird. Considering that I probably don't have any cartilage left in my knees.
Nothing probably would have happened.
Yeah, which would have been alarming, but they didn't check for that.
Okay.
So. Had a short conversation, and the doctor's like, well, what do you do for a living? And I told him what I did, and he's just like, oh, Jesus. And so he's like, God bless you. And I'm like, oh, somebody's got to do it, right? So, and he goes, so do you have any concerns? And I'm like, I've got 2. All right?
Okay.
So I'm like, I've got 2 concerns. The first is, I know Crohn's disease runs in my family. And he goes, do you shit blood? And I'm like, well...
Did he phrase it just like that?
Yes.
Okay.
That is a direct quote. And I'm like...
Getting to it.
Yeah, well, he's a no-nonsense kind of guy, which I like.
I like that.
I like that, too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I do not.
Good.
And he's like...
Good for you.
Do you have any lumps in your throat? And I'm like... No, I don't got nothing. Kind of thing.
Okay.
And he's just
I didn't know that's how you check for lumps.
I guess. And he's just like, you don't have Crohn's disease then. And I'm like... God damn.
Yeah, just like that.
Fucking modern medicine, right?
Jesus Christ, I could have been a doctor.
Right? So I'm like, okay, well, we'll check that one off the list.
Okay.
So he's like, what's your other concern? And I'm like, well, let me tell you a story, Doc.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Yeah, and he goes, okay. And I go, well, before I do what I do now, for 10 years, I was a professional wrestler. And as a professional wrestler, I've taken some knocks to the head.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And I'm starting to having like some focusing issues and like some memory loss and like that whole kind of thing. And he's like, well, lucky for you. And I'm immediately, I'm like, oh, there's a cure?
There's modern medicine.
Right.
What a miracle.
I mean, we just got rid of Crohn's disease, so what the fuck? let's keep this going.
This ball rolling, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right? So he's just like, lucky for you, I used to be the sports medicine doctor for the Syracuse Orange.
Hey now.
And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Really?
Shit. Okay.
And I'm like, well, then I picked the right guy.
Yeah.
Right? So he goes, and to tell you the truth, what you probably have is what you heard on the news, which is the CTE. And I'm like, well, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah.
Right. And he goes, but from what you're telling me and what I can get from talking to you,
Right.
kind of thing, we're going to do some tests on you.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay.
I see. My first thought was he's just going to be like, well, are you shitting blood? No, you probably don't have CTE. That's just my guess.
Damn, like that's the sign for everything.
Right.
Shit and blood? Well, I don't know. So anyway, so he talks to me a little bit further, and he's like, to tell you the truth, there's not much you can do.
No.
And I'm like, okay. He's like, well, what you can do is we can do a test, and we can see how bad it is, and then if it's real, and he's like weighing the circumstances. Like, if it's not that bad, you fucking get a desk job, and you live your life, and you're happy as can be, and then, good luck to you, kind of thing. And I'm like, that's good. Mm-hmm. I already have the desk job. So
well, hey, you're halfway there.
That's right. I've got the ticket. I just need a ride to the venue.
Yeah.
He said, worst case scenario is that we do the tests and we find a bunch of lesions on your brain, and then they go in and they take out the lesions, and you're talking about major brain surgery.
Yeah.
Kind of here. So I'm like, well, let's not do that.
Yeah, or hold off. Is that an option?
I don't know.
Hold off.
So, but he said, but first, let's get the test done. Let's do an MRI.
Good.
And I'm like, oh wow, yeah, just like that, you can just do an MRI. And he's like, yeah, I've been doing this for a while. I know if I just code it this way, even though this is not what it is, the insurance will pay for it. So I'm just like,
best doctor ever.
I'm like, whatever we gotta do, Doc. He's just like,
you gotta give me this guy's name after the show.
Yeah, he's like, you've got headaches, right? And I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
And he's like, perfect. That's what we're gonna do.
Great.
So anyway.
Yeah.
So that happened on Friday.
Right.
So Monday, I get a call from my doctor's office saying, hey, so we're just confirming your appointment for tomorrow, which was yesterday. And I go, I don't have an appointment. I was just there Friday. And they go, oh, no, you're having the MRI tomorrow.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Cool. Well, speedy.
And I'm like, did that get approved? They're like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. And I'm like, okay.
I don't think they'd be calling you if it wasn't approved.
Well, you'd be surprised.
Okay.
Anyway,
good to know.
Yeah, always double check your shit. Just sound advice. So I'm like, okay. They're like, yeah, so you just go to this place at like 10 a.m. and you get your MRI done. And I'm like, okay. So I've never had an MRI done. Have you ever had an MRI done?
Yeah. Yes, I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a full bot? Like what'd you have done?
I've had my knee.
Okay.
I've had my knee done twice. And I'm pretty sure I had my head done like way, like when I was really, really young, because I got sick once.
Are you sure it was an MRI?
No.
Okay.
It was a whole traumatic experience. I blocked most of it out, like the majority of my childhood.
Hopefully this doesn't... Hopefully this doesn't bring back some shit.
No, I mean, because I've got a shitty knee, so I've had that looked at twice.
Right. So anyway, so I get to the imaging place.
Right.
Get lost like 4 times trying to get there. Apparently, I cannot find doctors' offices. Yeah. But I find the place and I go in and I'm like, hey, here for the MRI. And they're like, great. We'll call you out. And this time I made sure to get there early, right? So I got there at like, I don't know, like 9:30 for a 10 o'clock appointment. So I'm sitting there and no cell phone reception in the goddamn fucking place.
No.
Right?
No.
So, and then they
cell phones are bad.
Well, then they have a guest Wi-Fi that you can go into that doesn't work.
It's like 1 megabyte.
Yeah, like you can't even connect.
And some asshole's just playing Candy Crush.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the doctor's office.
Right.
So anyway, so I'm waiting there, and then about 10:30 rolls around, and I'm like, oh, am I here? Like, the fuck, man? Like, I saw people that came in, like, I saw this one person walk in.
I've been here for an hour, and they got served before I did.
Not only did they get served, they literally walked in and then walked in, motherfucker. I'm like, I'm sitting here doing my shit.
Sure you were at the right time?
Yeah.
Okay.
One daylight savings or nothing, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure that only happens like twice.
Yeah, maybe. So...
Who can really tell?
Right? Who knows what's going on? So eventually I do get called in.
Right.
And they're like, okay, so we're doing a scan of your head. And I'm like, yep. And then they're like, okay, so like you don't have to get naked. And I'm like,
I've been on this date before. I don't like it.
And I'm like, you don't say. And they're like, yeah, you can.
Wait. Okay, hang on, roll it back. When they say you don't have to get naked,
Yeah.
or they mean like naked and then you put this gown on?
Right.
Okay, so you're not just going into the MRI machine like dick floating in the wind and
No. They're like, you can, if you want to, you can get, undressed and put the gown on.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I mean, who wants to do that? And they're like, you're wearing jeans and a t-shirt, that should be fine.
I didn't think you could wear clothes in an MRI machine.
Apparently you can, because I did.
Because, like, metallic objects and
Well, that's what they said. They're like,
yeah.
you got to take off your belt, you got to leave your wallet, cell phone, all that stuff. And they're like, don't worry, in the changing room there's a safe. Just put all your valuables in a safe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great. So I put all my valuables in the safe, and then the guy comes in and he literally turns the key to lock the safe, and then puts the key on the hook. That's in the. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we're not even gonna pretend.
It's okay. No one's gonna know. We've got these hanging up everywhere.
Right?
It's hard to tell which one goes to which safe.
I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like,
right.
We're not even make believing at this point.
Uh-huh.
So, anyway, I was just like, no, I'll just do jeans and a t-shirt. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
So I go into the room, and I got an MRI on my head, and I didn't have to change.
Well, apparently I'm the only one that had to change.
I don't think you got an MRI.
Okay.
All right, so anyway, and maybe Christy can relate to what happened next. So these fucking things are loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I could not believe.
They gave me headphones for mine.
Well, they gave me...
With music.
Oh, that's nice. I wish I had that. They gave me earplugs. So, well, first off, you lay on this bed thing that's got like this head rest, okay? And then they put a nice little pillow under my knees so I could be more comfortable, which is great. And then they gave me earplugs, and then they stuffed padding next to my ears to like put my head.
Yeah,
to like
secure it because you can't move because you'll just fuck everything up.
Right? Yeah, you just fuck everything up. And then they put the fucking cage over my face.
Oh, yeah.
So you did have an MRI.
I had an MRI.
Okay.
Twice.
So, yeah, it doesn't help because it's loud as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so I'm a little claustrophobic.
Yeah.
This was not awesome.
And a lot of times you're just laying in there and you're like, are you guys taking pictures or anything? Because...
Well, I'm hearing noises.
To freak out.
Right? So I'm hearing noises, so I know something's happening.
Right.
So basically what happens is I lay on this thing. They got this like cage that's probably 2 inches from my face. And then the actual machine is probably an inch from the cage. So if you look up, you're looking at fucking a basic like wall.
Right.
That's right there that you're completely encased in. And for someone that's claustrophobic, this fucking blows. So they have me stuck basically like 3/4 of the way in this fucking thing. And then they give me like a button. Like, if you think you're going to freak the fuck out. Oh,
yeah, the panic button.
Push the fucking button. And the best part is, like, they're like, if you think you're going to freak out, push the button. But make sure you push the button before you freak out, because it's going to take us a minute to get in here. And I'm like, well, how do I know?
You know when you're, like, about to break.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Like... And basically what I did was I had to keep my eyes closed the whole time, because if I opened my eyes, I was done. So I kept my eyes closed the whole time. And then as long as I had a song in my head
Right.
that I was going through, like, the paces with.
Yeah, see, they gave me music.
I wish they fucking gave me music. But, like, I was singing, like, in my head, like, why do you build me up, buttercup, baby? And then, but as soon as the track was over.
Where do you go?
Right. I was like, fuck. Fuck.
You're just stuck in this MRI machine singing Build Me Up Buttercup over and over again on loop for 20 fucking minutes.
Pretty much. But, like, they do it in a couple minute bursts. So, like, they'll do it for, like, 2 minutes, and then they'll stop, and then they'll do the little intercom thing, like, you all right? And I'm like, I guess. Can we fucking keep going here? And they're like, okay. So, like, that lasted for, like, 35 minutes, this MRI. So, I get the MRI done, and then they pull me out, and they're like, you did good. I'm like, sweet. Because I don't know.
You get a gold star.
I guess.
Congratulations. You didn't freak out.
And so they're like, so then I'm like, okay, well, how was it? They're like, oh, I don't know.
Well, they need time, don't they, to like...
Well, no, they're just the technicians.
Right.
So they just know how to run the machine.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, what do I do?
They don't know how to read the math.
Yeah, no. Like, fucking doesn't help, right?
You'd think by now, though, that they would have picked up on something.
Well, you would think, like, you would hear, like, oh, my God. Or, like, some shit like that.
They probably do that, but have the mic turned off.
Right.
Yeah.
So, because I'm sure they see enough brains.
Right.
In whatever the fuck. Dicks.
So many dicks.
So many dicks
going in and out of that MRI machine.
So I was like, great, it's over. And so I was like, what happens next? And they're like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean?
They're not a fucking doctor.
They're like, follow up with your doctor. I'm like, well.
The results get sent to your doctor.
Right.
He looks at it and goes,
Okay, so I call my doctor's office. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I just got the MRI. Now what?
Thoughts?
And they're like, oh, come back on Monday.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so now I have to go back on Monday.
Oh, so you don't know yet?
I don't know.
Well, we'll have to do a follow-up.
Right. So this was a story to build up next week's episode where I'm going to go in detail over the fucking results on this thing.
We're talking...
Unless they tell me I have brain cancer, then the show's canceled.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but let me ask you this, because I've been going back and forth in my mind, and I told the wife about this last night. I feel like kind of a phony.
A phony?
Like a fraud.
Why?
Because as you may be self-aware, right?
I am a self-aware individual.
Do you know if things you experience are unique to yourself or it's something that everybody experiences? Because that's where I'm at.
Which part?
Both. Because
wait, what?
Because
start over.
Okay, so
from the top. Let's take it again.
Here's the deal. So like I've been thinking the reason for this MRI, is because I've had lots of concussions,
right,
and I'm having these issues,
right.
But I don't know if everybody has these issues.
I mean, I can say that I probably haven't had as many concussions as you.
That's pretty safe to say, yeah.
I'm sure that there are a lot of people that hasn't had as many concussions as you. So there probably aren't, like, everybody. It's not like a common thing with everybody.
Right.
But then again, I'm sure that there are people who have had way more concussions than you.
I mean, yeah, there's professional fighters
like
and shit.
Professional fighters, football players, like just people
I played
who...
football.
For like a week.
I finished the whole season, motherfucker.
Okay, like
undefeated,
a 2-week season.
Even.
Okay.
I'm an athlete.
How's that working out for you?
Not well.
Okay.
So like, but I'm saying, like, I'm having problems focusing and problems with my memory, but is that just like everybody has that and I'm just getting old, or is it?
Well, no, that's not an everybody thing, but I would say that isn't an uncommon issue for people who have been in a similar position as you.
But it's not a thing that a normal like Scooter. Does Scooter have these problems? I don't know. He's like the most normal guy ever.
I mean, last I checked, like, the dude works like 18 hours a day, so I don't know if he has time to have those problems.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Who is the most normal person you know?
I don't. Sure as shit ain't me.
Well, Well,
I don't know.
That brings up a good question.
What is normal?
What is
normal?
What is your perception of normal? Is yourself your perception of normal, or do you think you're abnormal to everybody else?
I don't think I'm abnormal.
You're not abnormal?
I mean, no.
Okay.
I was trying to make an ab pun, but couldn't think. Agent Fenton, what is normal? I don't know, man.
That's what we're trying to decide, Patrick.
I don't think normal actually exists.
Patrick, you are not normal.
Because once you start peeling back all the layers and shit, like, there's usually something in there.
Like an onion.
I mean, well, kind of, because once you start peeling back the layers, like, people tend to cry. I mean, let's be real. That's
very true.
You start diving in deep, it's just going to be a whole sad night.
It's
a sad night, and then you're just drinking in your bathroom.
But do you think, like,
yourself.
Okay, so like, for me, for what? Understatement of the year, Patrick is not normal.
Okay. I mean, cheers to you.
That's your perception, and you're entitled to your own perception. But, like, for me, for my perception,
right,
I am not normal.
You're not normal.
I think I borderline where if this is the line,
okay,
I border it kind of over here,
right,
which isn't really bordering it anymore.
No, you're like far away from.
I'm kind of on the eccentric side.
Eccentric,
a little bit.
Okay, why do you say that? You don't seem eccentric.
I don't.
No,
really. What do I seem? Let's talk about this.
Oh.
Okay, let's.
When I think it's,
let's do this.
It could be my perception of the term, but when I think of eccentric, I think more like pizzazz. Like,
oh, so I don't have any pizzazz? What's going on?
I mean, you're wearing all gray, man.
I got ducktails.
I mean, okay, so you got a little pizzazz going, but
okay, well, let's do this.
Okay.
What is your perception of me? And then I will tell you my perception of you.
Oh God.
We're getting fucking real on this show.
I don't know. What is my, like, in what way?
If you were to describe me, my personality, to someone who does not know me, how would you describe my personality?
Okay. I really thought of it. I mean...
Wow,
you're putting me on. I'm on the spot.
I mean, I already got you.
You already got me.
Yeah.
Your personality. I mean, I don't even know. Like I don't know. I wouldn't know how to describe somebody's personality though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. See, for you,
okay,
I would say someone's just like,
because this can at least give me a baseline.
Sure.
Okay.
So if someone was just like, describe Kevin Graham, and I'd be like, okay, well, the first thing I would say is he's a nice guy.
Oh, okay, so we're going with like.
He's kind of wishy-washy.
Yes.
He doesn't commit to anything.
I do not.
And like he shows up for things.
Okay. I don't know if those are like personality traits.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean,
wishy-washy is.
Wishy-washy is kind of a personality trait.
Yeah.
I am wishy-washy. I have my reasons for it, but okay. So like your personality, I would say like you are committed. You are self-driven. Yeah, you're dependable.
Oh, those are nice words. Thank you. Thank you for those nice words. That was very nice.
I feel like we've done this before.
I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Let me throw you some more nice words.
Oh, we don't need to sit here for another half an hour waxing each other's dicks on the show. I mean, I'm always happy to hear praise.
Right.
I mean, not really. I actually hate hearing praise, but
okay. All right. Well, we can. I don't know. Tell you.
Well, fuck.
All right. So
now I feel bad.
So anyway, we'll come back next week.
We'll do a follow-up.
We'll do a follow-up maybe, depending on the results. But that got me thinking.
Right.
You
had a slightly connecting story, a segue, if you will.
Yeah. So like this got me thinking that life is short.
Life is short. Well, it's all a matter of perception, really. But
Well, right, exactly.
It could be short.
Yeah. So the thought is like, I gotta get back in shape. I gotta do something.
Oh yeah.
So I bought the bike.
You got the bike.
I got the bike earlier the year.
Nice.
I've gone on some long bike rides.
Yeah.
They've been hard as fuck. Like it is tough for a pimp out there. Let me tell you. Like going up 7th North Street is no fucking fun for anybody.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't ridden a bike on it. I've driven it, but
a lot of potholes, man.
God, the city's just falling.
Can the city
just like stop falling apart for 2 fucking seconds?
Right.
Man's trying to ride his bike.
Trying to ride his bike. Oh, and did I tell you about the homeless people?
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. No.
Okay.
So homeless people.
What time is it? Because I've got.
We have so much to go through.
Okay.
Tonight.
So I'll try to make this one short. So I went on a long ass bike ride, and so the idea was I was going to bike from my house to Onondaga Lake Park. Okay.
That's a ways.
There's a ways, but
you are committed. That is more commitment than I would ever give.
Well, you're right. Well, I didn't get there, so don't worry about it. But anyway. Okay. So what ended up happening was the route that the...
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
The ice melted and spilled all over my dick.
It's got cold dick, ladies and gentlemen.
My dick is freezing now.
So anyway, the path Google Maps told me to take,
right?
Which I don't know why I would trust it, because it told me 16 minutes to a 5-minute drive.
Uh-huh.
Oh, anyway. Was... You go down 2nd North Street, or you go down 2nd North Street.
Right.
You go past the farmer's market.
Right.
Then you take this bike trail.
Right.
That's right on Park Street.
Yes.
All the way to the park.
Yeah, that's a ways.
Which I was like, okay. So I get down to Park Street and I go through the bike trail. And I go through the bike trail. The bike trail is where all the homeless people live.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I didn't know that. So... I'm riding, and first off, like, the bike trail hasn't been paved since the 80s. So, like, the pavement has, like, erupted, and, like, tectonic plates have just smushed it together, and there's, like, mountains of asphalt coming out of places, and then, like, under the overpass is where all the homeless people live.
Right.
But, like, luckily I was there at, like, 10 o'clock in the morning, so all the homeless people were out panhandling by the mall.
Yep.
So I just drove past their camps and stuff like that. But it got to the point where I got back out like on a cross of a regular street,
right,
which was Old Liverpool Road, and I'm like, I am not taking the bike path anymore because I do not feel like getting stabbed today.
No.
So
it's not a good day to get stabbed.
It is not a good day to get stabbed. So I decided I'm going to bike Old Liverpool Road till I get to the park. And then we'll bike around the park, and then we'll come home, kind of thing, right?
I'm surprised you just didn't bike over to 7th North Street at that point.
Well, then I would have to take 7th North to Electronic back to Old Liverpool Road to get to the lake.
Just bypass the lake. Just go home at that point.
Well, that's what ended up happening.
Oh, okay.
Basically, what you just described is what happened. So, like...
I'm onto something here.
I biked up Old Liverpool Road, which is basically one giant fucking
It's a hill.
It's a hill.
It's a hill.
It's a hill.
It's a hill to a certain point.
I am biking uphill, dying, and I'm like, motherfucker.
Right.
Like I'm passing itchy bonds. Like I get
fucking went for a bike ride,
dude.
Holy shit!
So I get past itchy bonds. I'm past the fucking burn dairy, and I get to like the Thrifty Shopper, which is at the corner.
Dude, that's like another mile.
I'm at the corner of Old Liverpool Road and Electronics, and I'm like. And I'm like, motherfucker, I've got to go all the way back, and I got to go up 7th North Street.
Yeah.
Let me just turn around and go here. So I bike all the way down to 7th North Street, and then I stopped at, like, the Speedway and got myself a water.
Right.
You know, some H2O, rehydrated, that kind of thing.
Yep.
And then I ended up biking, and then I get to, like, the right before I'm about to go up 7th North Street.
Just stopped at my mom's house.
I know, right? Like, so I get right at the edge.
I would have driven you home.
I was thinking about calling Blakely. Like, how pitiful is this? So I was like, okay. So I'm at the right at the edge of 7 North Street, right, looking up the big fucking hill, and I'm like, motherfucker, I don't have it in me because I've already biked all this way,
right,
kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, well, let's get creative, right? So I was like, okay, what can I do? So I went and I said, fuck 7 North Street, and I went down Factory Road, or I went down Wolf Street to Factory Road, and then I took the circles. Back to
took the circles?
Fuck, yes, I did. Oh, my
God. I feel like that's more out of the way.
It's more out of the way, but I didn't go up the big fucking hill, so...
Hey, just walking at that point.
Oh, well, that's a pussy thing to do. Anyway, this isn't part of the story. What's part of the story...
Oh, okay, that wasn't part of the story? What's the story?
So the other part of the story was, so I've been biking, but it hasn't been enough.
Right.
And it's been rainy as fuck.
It's been rainy the last
and
few
I can't
days.
get out to bike. So I
haven't been able to mow my lawn.
I gotta join up a gym. That was the idea.
Did you join a gym?
No. So
okay.
So
we're halfway there.
Yeah. So I was looking for gyms because, as we've talked about before, for a family, you can't go anywhere.
It's tough.
It's tough. Plus, you need somebody to watch the kids.
Right.
If the gym has a place to watch the kids, it's expensive.
Right.
And you can't fucking go anywhere. So I found this place that used to be Gold's Gym. That's now Elevate.
Yeah,
Fitness.
yeah. I don't know what happened to Gold's, but they just mysteriously disappeared one day.
So they went away, and then I was like, okay, well, let me check this place out. And then this is my biggest pet peeve of all time.
Okay.
Gym websites never tell you the price.
No, because they want you to call.
Right.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. They want you to call so they can put you in touch with the salesperson.
Right.
To broker a deal.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but they had a thing on, like, start your 7-day trial.
Right.
By sending this email. So I sent this email, whatever. And the lady's like, well, why don't you come in? And I'm like, well, why don't you give me a 7-day trial? And she's like, well, you need to come in to get your 7-day trial. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So earlier today, we went and checked out the gym.
Yeah.
And it was a nice gym. Like, it wasn't a bad gym.
Does it still look like everything was from the 80s?
Well, we didn't go to the one we went to the new one in DeWitt.
Wait, where's the new one?
Sort of off of Bridge Street.
Wait, what?
Like, if you go Bridge Street.
Right.
And you turn, well, depending on which way you're going.
You turn left past the Home Depot.
No. Yeah, you turn like that street where the Home Depot's on.
Yeah,
and you just keep going.
Right.
Yeah, you just keep going.
Oh, you don't take that right?
No, you just keep going.
Oh.
And then if you just keep going, you'll run into it.
Okay, then.
So.
The more I know.
Anyway, so we go into that place, and it's okay. Like, it's got a pool. It's got, like, the regular gym shit. It's got the indoor track. But at the same time, it's like it doesn't have anything that, like, the YMCA doesn't have.
Okay.
And, like, we did go to the YMCA for a while, but then I, like, defaulted on the payments, and then they canceled our membership. Because I'm on a budget.
Sure.
But, I'm talking to the lady's giving us the tour, and we drop the kids off in the kids area, and she's like, yeah, they can check this out while we're checking out the gym kind of thing. And, like, we're checking it out, and I'm like, yeah, it's a nice gym and everything like that. And I'm like, and she's like, great, let's go talk some numbers.
No.
And I'm like, okay. And she goes, okay, so what you're probably going to want, and already I know it's going to be the highest level of whatever the fuck they have to sell me, because whenever they say whatever you're going to want, it's usually going to be the most expensive thing.
Right.
So, like, what you're going to want is the family plan, which is going to run you $69 a month, plus you got, at the end of August, you got to pay the yearly fee, which is $59, but we'll waive the $59 enrollment fee today. So I'm like, motherfucker, you're saying that if you didn't waive the enrollment fee, it was going to cost me like $112 to sign up to the fucking gym? Are you insane?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And I'm like, what else you got?
Right.
Kind of thing. And they're like, okay, well, you can do this thing where you can sign up, and then, like, your wife can come as your guest.
Right.
And do that. And that's like $49.
What do you do with the kids?
Well, no, they can still go to the kids.
Oh, they can still go to the kids area.
And I'm like, okay, well, that's still more, but not, reasonable, I guess. And she's like, okay, well, then there's a $39 startup fee, and then you got your annual dues of $50. And I'm like, motherfucker, I cannot pay over $100 fucking dollars to start going to the gym. So I'm like, what else you got? And she's like, well, you could go for the lowest plan, which means that you don't get all the amenities. You basically get, like, the gym portion, which she was like, why would anybody just want to go to the gym?
Why would anybody just want to work out? No, you gotta pay to play fucking tennis, which, who the fuck plays tennis?
Right.
I
played tennis before, but whatever.
Tennis is dumb. It's like golf. It's like I'm not 65. I don't need to play tennis.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I get
Fucking A right.
I could tell another story, but I'm not
We
going to.
we've got limited time. We still have shit to go.
Okay. So anyway, she's like, "Well, you could do this,
Right.
and that's $39 a month." And I'm like, "Okay,
It's not bad.
it's not bad, but let me break this down to you. I was paying for a family plan at the YMCA for $30 a month.
Right.
A family fucking plan.
Right.
To do that. Granted, it was another 20 minutes to get there.
True.
From the gym. But I'm like thinking to myself, why don't I just go back there?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to have to pay some sort of penalty for whatever the fuck. But it's at the end of the day,
It's cheaper.
it's still going to be cheaper. And I'm just going to have to do that.
Yeah.
And then plus, like, summer's coming up for the kids. And, like, they can go fuck around at the goddamn basketball court or whatever.
Yeah.
Make some friends, bet on some games.
You should come to the gym with me in the morning.
You keep saying that.
In the morning.
But I never get a text. I never get an invite.
You want to go tomorrow morning? I'll pick you up and I'll drop you off to work.
Well, I'm working from home, so
My offer stands.
your offers stand. When are you going?
4:30.
In the morning?
Yeah. Yeah.
When do you go to sleep?
Like 11.
And when do you wake up?
4:20.
So, like, you pre-pack your bag and stuff?
Yeah, like I just get changed, grab my shit, and go. And then I like shovel shit in my face while I'm in the car. And
So you eat before you work out?
yeah, you need fuel.
No. You burn that shit off.
No, you need fuel to get your body going.
4:30. And then how long do you stay?
Well, I got to be at work at 8.
Okay.
So I usually am out of there by 7:30. Like showered.
Oh, so you shower
I
at
shower
the gym?
at the gym.
Okay.
Change. Head straight to work at 7:30.
Why do you work out for so long?
Look at this. Just look at this. Just look at this. Just look at this. This guy right here.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
All right, so what do you got?
Okay, well, you said you wanted to talk about some health and fitness stuff that you had going on. So I figured with it being sort of the unofficial start of summer, we've already made it through Memorial Day,
Right.
which is like the unofficial start of summer.
Saw a lot of monuments.
So you saw a lot of fucking monuments. You know, summer's already halfway over. We got 2 holidays left, and then it's fall.
Right.
So I figured we'd go
That's
through.
depressing.
Fucking right, it is. Imagine hearing that for 28 years of your life.
Why do we live here?
Why do we live here? So I figured we could go through some fun tips and tricks and things to avoid.
Oh, I like
things
to turn
you should
tricks.
stop doing. What? Oh. Well. We know where your gym money is going to.
Uh-huh.
Well, anyways, so we're going to go through a couple of lists here, all summer related and workout related, on
Okay.
things you shouldn't do.
Okay.
And we're going to kind of see, like, if that's the type of things we're doing right now, and if it's like, oh, shit,
We should
we
stop
should probably
that.
stop that.
Okay.
So,
Drinking, number one.
no, this
Never-
is what gets me through the day, Jason.
Okay.
So, first list, the top 10 summer foods you should never eat. Obviously, there's a lot of great summer goodies.
Yeah.
I am trying so hard to just not eat sugar.
It's tough. It's in everything.
It's really tough. It is in everything. So what I'm trying to do is,
As you're drinking booze.
as I'm drinking booze, is there sugar in this?
That's what booze is.
But this is, yeah, there's probably sugar in it. But here's the thing, though.
Uh-huh.
So, like, there's sugar in this.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, what I won't do is, like, you know, when the cake gets passed around at work, I don't eat it. When there's cookies in my cupboard still, I don't eat them. It's all about portion control,
Okay.
even with the bad shit.
Right.
It sucks, though, because I really want ice cream.
Well, of course. I can't have ice cream, but go ahead.
Yeah, because you poop.
Right.
Don't
Don't have Crohn's.
You don't have Crohn's. High five on that, sir. Woo. Boom. Okay, so top 10 foods you should avoid during the summer.
Yep.
Charred meats, chicken, and fish.
Fuck you.
Right?
That is the best thing about
That's
the
the
fucking
best
summer.
thing about the summer.
Why not charred?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're real prepared.
But what they're saying is, instead of eating charred meats, chicken or fish, instead have like mushrooms.
Fuck you.
Right? Fuck you. So the other goes on to say, in what might be the biggest barbecue buzzkill ever, animal proteins cooked at high temperatures develop chemicals that can heighten your risk of certain cancers when ingested. While the kind of proteins and its cooking time determine the degree of danger, all signs suggest the more of this stuff that ends up in your food, the worse your health is. So basically, I'm
calling bullshit on that.
It's saying, like, don't char your food. And I'm guessing because, like, it's on the grill, so you've got more fucking...
I mean, you have a fucking bonfire when you grill your food.
You know what, though? I fucking do. I cooked on the grill the other day, and let me tell you something.
Do you still have a garage?
I still have a garage.
Oh, that's good.
I still have a garage. It did not catch on fire.
That's a good start.
Yeah, it was a good start. They say you certainly don't need meat, which I say bullshit to you, sir.
What kind of hippie fucking Nazi website is
this? Right. So, I'm not for the no charred meats. I don't necessarily need it charred.
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
Fucking well done.
Well, I like mine a little pink.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, okay, next.
I already don't trust this, but go ahead.
Okay. Next, hot dogs.
That's safe
Which,
to say.
is basically just what, like pig anus?
It's pretty much everything else. All of the above.
Okay.
It's whatever they got left.
Whatever they got left. Yeah,
So wait, hold on. What the fuck is it saying to eat instead? Tell me, Kevin Graham.
Oh, wait a minute.
What the fuck is it telling me?
So it's saying instead of hot dogs, eat fucking chicken.
Eat grilled fucking
chicken.
Which fuck you! You goddamn
bullshit.
liberal motherfuckers.
Fucking ain't right.
Right?
I don't know if we go that far, but hey, I'll take it. Hot dogs. Don't eat hot dogs. Are you a hot dog eater?
I
Do you enjoy a good wiener?
This is tough to say.
Just load it up in between two buns.
It's
a relish.
It's a sentimental thing for me.
Sentimental?
Sentimental.
Are you sure that's the word you want to use?
That is the word I want to use.
Okay.
Because I never really liked hot dogs.
No?
But they were my dad's favorite food.
Okay. That's
so like every now and then I like to have a good hot dog. I like to eat a good wiener.
Hey, don't we all?
And let me tell you something, the hot dogs at Disney World.
Oh yeah?
If you get the foot long hot dog, it is the biggest fucking wiener you'll ever stick in your mouth.
It's a foot long.
Dude, and they ain't kidding. Like, not only is it like a foot long,
how come
like it's got some girth to it too. Like, you're really fucking choking that bitch down.
How come nobody has bought into the like foot and a half long?
Because it's too much, man.
Is it too much?
It's too much.
If we're talking about just like the girth, you figure you eliminate some of the girth and put that to the length.
Nobody wants a skinny wiener.
Yeah, but like when it's like this fucking big,
right?
You're chowing down on a lot of meat.
Like people want a grower, not a shower, man.
Well, do they though?
I don't know.
Christy,
chime in on this, would you?
But yeah, they say instead of hot dogs, eat an unprocessed chicken breast or fish fillet, which is just the shit they told us not to eat a minute ago.
So they're basically saying eat a mushroom.
Eat a mushroom, basically, instead of a hot dog.
I'm not fucking Mario.
Fresh, unprocessed proteins tend to be the safest bet. Well, no shit, but
come on now.
I'm still going to enjoy a good fucking dog in my mouth.
God damn it.
Snow cones.
Yep.
Instead of snow cones, eat popsicles.
What the fuck is the difference?
It's the same well, it's probably one of those like fucking no sugar.
Move the fuck on. Like, fuck this website.
Instead of snow cones, eat real fruit popsicles and actual coconut with a straw. Have you ever eaten a coconut before?
Not a straight coconut.
No?
No.
Like you never like drank coconut water? I cracked one open, put a straw in it, drank a pina colada.
No, I drank a boozy drink out of a pineapple before, but like,
okay, that's not the same thing as a coconut.
Okay, well.
So here's a fun fact: I don't like coconut.
Meat spin?
Meat? Oh, meat.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what meat spin is?
No.
Oh, I got to show you something later.
Okay.
Folks at home, if you everybody at home, just go to meatspin.com. It's a great news website. It's a lot of facts just spinning right at you. So here's a fun fact. I don't like coconut.
Okay. Do you like coconut rum?
Yes. And I also really enjoy a pina colada.
Goddamn right you do.
Yeah. So
And
like,
getting caught in the rain.
And getting caught in the rain.
Yeah.
Not
Not into yoga, though.
into yoga.
I prefer champagne.
So not that long ago, I had ordered a pina colada.
Uh-huh.
And we were talking, and Christy goes, wait a minute, you don't like coconut? And I was like, yeah, I know. And my brother, who was with us, was like, so why the fuck did you order a pina colada?
Right.
I'm like, that's a good question. I forgot
it will
that
ruin
they were
your life. Don't trust him. Don't do it.
No. Listen, okay, real talk. Everybody should go to meatspin.com at least once in their life. I feel like it's a great learning experience. There's so much information to be
Am I gonna
had
be looking at
in
dicks?
this world. No, you are not going to be looking at dicks.
Dick? Not plural?
You're not going to be looking at a dick.
Okay.
It's more about the experience. You go, there's all this news and information. You learn so much about yourself and the people around you. It's great. It's a great learning experience.
Okay.
Anyways, number 4 on the list, frozen margaritas. Are you a margarita drinker?
No.
Neither am I. But they suggest, they say frozen margaritas and pina coladas. I call bullshit.
Oh, double?
Instead, drink a clear spirit, vodka or gin. I don't like gin.
I hate vodka.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's gay.
Is it though?
It always makes me sick. And I mean that in like the 80s
Did
gay.
that? So wait a minute. Do gay people make you sick?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
My brother's gay. I get a pass.
So it's not gay.
No, it's 80s gay.
What is 80s? No, that's not a thing.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You can't just like appropriate the word for whatever you want it to mean.
Sure you can.
No, you can't.
That's what all the liberals do.
Do they though?
Come on.
Okay. I'm not going to bother arguing with you on that. You're wrong, though, but I'm just going to throw it out there.
You're wrong.
Vodka. I like vodka.
Why?
Because it makes me angry. It gets the frustrations out.
Okay.
I do. No, so there is some vodka that doesn't make me angry, though. Like, I really enjoy Tito's. Tito's is great.
Santana?
Tito Santana. God damn it. We need to stop drinking. No, we need to drink more. This is
more.
I'm having a great fucking time.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Okay,
We're going
so
long, but I don't give a fuck.
so number 5, bottled cocktails.
Whoa, bottled cock.
Don't drink bottled cock. Instead, drink again simple vodka with real.
Fuck your vodka.
You,
Fuck your vodka.
You just haven't had the proper vodka drink.
I've had enough vodka. Take me a whiskey.
Okay.
Big whiskey.
You want a whiskey? You
can't cross the streams.
Yeah, and plus, there's a Canadian.
Oh well, shit. That means you got to drink twice as much to get the same value.
I don't know. Canadians make good booze.
Right.
So you don't have to drink as much.
Oh, maybe in the 90s you did. I remember going to Canada in the 90s.
Yeah?
And like paying for something and getting the same amount back. It was amazing.
Okay. And this one I don't get. Instead of corn on the cob, eat popcorn.
I like both.
I really like both. I really like popcorn. I've become a bit of a popcorn aficionado lately.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I got one of those whirly pops for my birthday.
Really?
And like 5 pounds of popcorn.
Wow.
And oh my God. And like we went to the movies the other night and I legit ate 2 buckets of popcorn.
Like the refill?
Like the refill. I got
Holy
the refill.
fuck.
It was the second or third time in like a 3-month span that I've got.
Don't get the popcorn lung, man.
What?
The popcorn lung.
What's the popcorn lung?
You don't know about that?
No.
Seriously?
What's the popcorn lung?
It is a illness you can get from eating too much popcorn.
That's not true.
No, that is a legit.
That is not true.
Fucking
You're
thing.
full of shit.
I am not full. Well, most of the time I am, but not on this.
They say corn on the cob is high in carbohydrates and calories and contains less vitamin B, iron, fiber,
So is
and other
popcorn
materials.
good for you?
Popcorn, when you pop corn, every kernel takes up more space, so one serving looks huge, but actually it contains fewer kernels, which I learned is like, so like to make like a whole tub of popcorn,
Right.
you only use like half a cup of kernels.
Well, yeah. But like,
Which is mind-blowing.
But what is that on like a cob? Like if I got a thick cob,
Oh, yeah?
how many kernels?
I don't know.
It's like how many jelly beans are in the fucking jar?
I don't know. How big's your cob?
Like a pretty
We
big
talking
cob.
about one of those little tiny ones?
Oh, come on now.
or
No.
or you got like a big stock?
Listen, I'm an American.
No, but you're not doing yourself any
Well, no,
favors
I
by
mean,
proclaiming that one.
I know. Like, I mean, I've got some limitations, but, you know, I'm not Far East.
I feel like slightly racist. That would be a personality trait I would give to you.
That is not that is a stereotype. That is not racist.
Okay, whatever. Whole watermelon seeds.
Wait, you're supposed to eat those fucking things?
No, you're not.
Well, no
Because
fucking
you
shit.
eat them and they grow watermelons in your belly.
Right?
Yeah, I saw Rugrats.
Fucking A.
Fucking A. Instead, they say eat seedless because, like,
But
fucking
then-
obviously.
Fuck
What?
Fucking bullshit, because that's genetically modified.
Right?
Fucking-
You ever see the cubed watermelon?
No.
They have watermelons that come in cubes.
I saw the grapple.
The what?
The grapple.
What the hell is a grape? Oh,
It's a grape
apple.
apple. It's an apple that
That's
tastes like a grape.
that's crossbreeding. I don't like it. And do they have those grapes that taste like cotton candy?
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's bullshit. They don't taste like cotton candy.
Okay,
they
well,
taste
that's-
like shit.
Moving on.
Diet iced tea.
Fuck you.
Which, well, no, that's because it's got aspartame.
Well, you gotta get your sweet tea.
No, not sweet tea.
You gotta get your sweet tea.
Let me tell you something. Here's a pro tip.
Yeah.
If you stop drinking sweet teas or like diet, like any processed tea and like brew your own within a week, you won't taste the difference.
Yeah, but that's like a long week.
It's not though,
Yeah?
because you don't drink it as much. You have like a glass, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm good. Because Christy and I used to buy like those jugs of green tea all the fucking time.
The Arizonas.
The Arizonas,
Right.
'Cause it's good shit.
It is.
Also great for a hangover. I learned that from Christy.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
However,
Well, if I'm waking up at 4 fucking o'clock in the morning, Christ,
fucking A, right?
grab me some Arizona.
However, loaded with sugar. And then for a
Wait,
while,
you're supposed to put sugar in your Arizona?
no,
is that
like
what you're saying?
no, like
Is
the green
that
tea.
the hangover cure?
No, the green tea jugs because they're filled with sugar. I'm just saying, like they're filled with sugar. So
What about the
because-
brown ones?
What brown ones?
The diet ones?
They're filled with like those chemicals that you don't want
Why don't I want them?
because they're bad for you. They
But who
cause
says?
cancer.
Who says?
They cause
Who'd
cancer.
they ever beat?
A lot of people probably, since they're cancer causing.
My tea is jam. Then it's not tea, it's jam.
My tea is the jam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you brew your own tea.
Mm-hmm.
You make a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you just, it's good. It's better. It's better for you. Don't drink diet drinks. It's filled with shit. All natural tea.
Okay.
Pro tip. So I agree with that one.
Well, this website's bullshit. So move on.
And then sugar-free ice cream.
Fuck you, I can't eat it.
You can't eat ice cream anyways. They say eat gelato, which is milk and eggs.
Yeah, I can't eat that
So
either.
you can't eat that anyways.
Ah.
So you're just fucked either
My
way.
summer sucks. Move on to the next
Oh
fucking
my
thing.
God. All right, so you're trying to get into the gym.
Right.
Here are some things you don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Crunches.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do crunches, apparently.
Why not?
Because people don't do them right.
Okay, well, some fucking people don't fly planes right. Am I not supposed to fucking fly a plane?
No.
What the fuck, man?
I mean, are you a pilot?
Well, I could be.
But you're not.
Well, don't tell me I'm not.
So you shouldn't fly a plane.
I'll fucking be a pilot.
Do you want to be a pilot?
No.
You won't be a pilot.
No, I'm going to be a pilot. now.
Okay. Bench dips.
I mean, I'll go to the pilot. Give me a cheeseburger.
You know, they're actually moving out of there.
I heard.
Yeah.
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 It's weird.
Is it?
It is.
I don't know. I mean, not that I go to McDonald's anymore, but I kind of wouldn't mind going to a McDonald's that wasn't at a truck stop anymore.
Well, don't go to the one in Shop City. You'll wait 45 minutes for a fucking coffee like I did.
I don't go to Shop City. Well, I go to Shop City, but I don't go to McDonald's in Shop City.
Yeah, don't do it. You'll wait 45 minutes for a fucking coffee.
Oh, get your coffee at the gas station like a normal person.
Well, I would. I don't drink fucking coffee, asshole.
Well, then why are you going to McDonald's?
Because
to get
I have
coffee?
a thing called a wife.
Fair. Bench dips.
Excuse me?
The next thing on the workout list.
Isn't that like a sub with a
bench dip?
Yeah, isn't
No,
that like
no,
roast beef and then
I just remember a guy who always used to do
and
dips, and like that was all he did, and like that was a workout for an hour and a half.
I know that guy.
I bet you do. Instead of doing dips,
French dip sandwich.
Do the tricep curls. You know, over the head with one dumbbell, lift them over your head.
Well, yeah, don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
These are all obvious.
These are obvious. Like basically, it's
you have
just
some
like
shitty fucking articles.
Well, what the fuck, man? Why don't you look at some goddamn articles?
I told some golden ass stories.
You know, yeah, and you went on for an hour and a half.
Well,
and,
thank Christ,
and,
because
and
this
we're
would've
over
been-
time.
I mean, I guess. What else you got?
I don't know, man. Don't do an elliptical.
Why not?
Which I say that's it. I
got bad
understand.
knees.
I see exactly. I've got bad knees.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do understand the reasoning behind not doing the elliptical.
Okay.
Because it's very easy to get at a pace that's not going to do shit for you.
Yeah.
When you're doing the elliptical.
Yeah.
It's very like the elliptical. It's very easy to be lazy on.
Yes.
Yeah. Which if you're on a treadmill, you have to keep up with the pace you set it at.
Correct.
So like today, I actually ran a mile, which I was very proud of myself.
Good for you.
Because it's been a few days since I've run a mile.
A mile.
I'm not big on running anymore.
What was your best?
My best?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like what was your standard?
My best mile?
Not your best mile, but like when you were into running, what would be your
Before I fucked up my knee, I could do a 5K in
what's that? 3 miles?
Like 3.1 miles,
Okay.
I think. I could do a 5K in like 23 minutes. I would typically slow down closer to the end, but at my peak running, I could run a mile in 6.5 minutes.
Nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
However, that was when I weighed like...
That's when you're skinny fuck.
That was when I was skinny. I weighed myself the other day. You know how much I weighed?
How much you weigh?
240 pounds.
Really?
I was fucking shocked.
You are not that far off from me, fella.
Which...
And I haven't been doing dick.
I don't look like... And here's the thing. I didn't realize how big I got.
Uh-huh.
Like nobody told me.
Uh-huh.
But like I don't feel big.
You feel the same?
I feel the same.
Okay, well, you need to go look at some video of you reffing, and then.
No, I've seen those videos. Oh yeah, well that was also like year one me, where because remember like when I first started training, I was like 210, and then I trained for a month, took a bunch of time off, and then I lost like 35 pounds.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So when I started training again, I was like,
I don't recall you training the first time.
I wasn't here.
Oh,
I was in Rochester. I was in Rochester the first time.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then when I started training here, I was like 180 pounds.
Okay.
And then when I started reffing, I was probably like 190.
Okay.
And when I started wrestling, I was bouncing between 190 and 200.
Okay.
And then like...
So now you're 240.
I'm 240, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Well, you're a solid Chris Jericho weight.
Oh, am I?
Well, that's what he weighs.
Oh, okay.
But he's like, solid. I don't know what you are. You don't take your shirt off in front of me.
I mean, I could take my shirt off.
Don't
I could
do
take
it.
my shirt off right
No,
now. I'll take my shirt off
no.
on the show.
No, that's okay.
Why don't we just go ahead and end the show?
I mean, I guess. If
Yeah,
you
I'm
want to.
going to take my shirt off.
All right. Well, if you want to tell us how bad this show was, or if you got any
I'm
suggestions,
going to take my shirt off.
you can hit us up at
I
Brain
can't
Red
get
Show.
my shirt off. It's too tight.
You need to go up to an XL, brother.
I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was fucking shocked. None of my shirts fit me anymore.
So do you are you like delusional like pun and you think you're just gaining mass, or like do you think you're getting fat?
I don't know. Like I don't like. I mean, do I look fat?
Yeah, the best way I could put it, without trying to offend anybody.
Okay, which I would be like is only me.
Yeah, I guess. There's a point if you look at like when we first started this podcast to today, I would say, oh, brother went on a cycle.
Like in a good way or a bad way? Or were we talking about a cycle of burritos? Because like that's a completely different story.
No, brother, we're talking about a cycle.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like Freddie who went on a cycle and now has the worst tits in wrestling. But have you seen that picture? Ain't good. Anyway.
Go ahead.
So you look like you've done some things.
And I haven't. I just eat a lot and I go to the gym a lot.
Okay, just kayfabe me. That's okay.
I've never put a needle in this body.
Patrick, you know what I'm talking about with that picture too. Fuck that guy.
Wow.
Bitch tits.
So if you want to get a hold of us, hit us up. brainwreckshow@gmail.com. You can find us all over social media. Fucking Twitch, which is all Brainwreck Show. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can get us at brainwreck.net. That's all I got. Oh my God, are you dying? Oh my God, is this it?
Elizabeth.
I will be here next week.
Yeah, like if I get some real bad news.
Are you really anticipating any bad news?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Like it is a legit shot in the dark.
Right.
Because like I was saying before, I felt like a phony. And when I felt like a phony, because I'm like, oh, fucking everybody goes through this shit. And then like I start replaying in my head like everything I've been through, and I'm like, oh no, there's some shit. So, anyone want to take bets? Over under?
No. I want you to be here next week.
Oh well, I appreciate that.
Because hey,
he has had some real good things to say about me this week.
I care about you.
Oh wow,
you're what I would consider a friend.
And that's all you can ask for from this guy. So I'm Jason Axe.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been our fucking show.